It is just a dazzling day. Look at this gorgeous blue sky with the puffy clouds and all these beautiful evergreens. Winter can be dazzling like no other season. And we're headed into winter. It's December 1st. Look at that, guys. But let me show you what else is dazzling in the garden. My dazzling blue kale. I am so delighted with this variety of kale. These are seed grown. I grew them myself, and I chose the variety because, well, for one thing, the name. It's a very exciting name. But it's known for its gorgeous leaves and its winter hardy qualities. So I'm hoping that it will survive throughout the winter. But look at this color, guys. Look at this color. They're bluish leaves with these bright purple ribs, and they are gorgeous. And I did taste some yesterday. I happen to love kale, and it's a wonderful thing to throw in soups. But look at that, guys. Isn't it dazzling? I just think it's so beautiful, and I definitely need to put more of these into my kale garden next year. And this is my kale garden, and it looks a little puny, but I'm hoping these survive in the winter and I can take cuttings, and I'm also going to plant more seeds. But I realized that during the summer and also in the spring when the leaves are on the trees, this is a bit of a shady area, and kale doesn't mind that as much. It gets part sun, but kale was the crop that seemed not to mind. But in the winter, when the leaves are off of the trees, plenty of sun gets in for this wonderful fall winter crop. Isn't it wonderful? But really what I wanted to show you today was this amazing, amazing blue color, and I hope that you can see this. And I don't think it's my imagination, but these leaves are a little less droopy than, say, the red Russian kale over here with the kind of perforated leaves. These seem to wilt more on a cold night, and it was in the 30s last night. Now, we haven't gotten a hard freeze, so we'll have to see how they do. But don't they look fantastic? And one thing I love about kale in the fall and winter is that the new leaves come out and they don't have any pest damage. You know, pests love to eat these. Caterpillars and all kinds of things love to eat kale in the spring and the summer. But come the cold season, all of these new beautiful leaves are unharmed, and they're just such a beautiful plant. And what I do is I just take, I either harvest, see, you can see down here earlier in the season, that whole leaf was munched on, and now it's just a rib. But I take any of the damaged or droopy foliage off and throw it right back down into the tote, and that goes, it turns into compost and nutrients for the plant. So I found that kale leaves really decompose quickly, and they can fertilize themselves, and anything else I decide to plant in here in the future will have the benefit of those decomposed kale leaves, which will turn into soil. So I am just loving this kale garden, particularly the dazzling blue kale. I'm just delighted, and I definitely think I need more of this in my life. And as you can see, this is an older leaf, so I can just snap it off at the stem and toss it in. I've done that with a couple of the older leaves here, and that'll break down. Isn't that great, guys? But look at the purple color on that. It's just exquisite. They're actually exquisite plants. Beautiful blue plants in the winter garden. More dazzling blue sky with airplane trails across it. Just beautiful. Isn't the structure of this poplar tree pretty? It's silhouette against that blue sky. Just love it. I love all the seasons, guys, and nothing is as dazzling as the winter garden and the winter sky. Here's a container right next to the house, and these have super thick trunks. They did really well this summer. And again, look at how blue they are, right up next to the bluish gray of the house. Beautiful. And they also have the purple ribs. And as you can see, the lower leaves have been eaten, but all of the new ones coming out look really gorgeous and stunning in the center. This is a beautiful, nutritious, cold hardy plant that I think every garden should have. Look at that, guys. Isn't that beautiful? Just spectacular. This one is a beauty. I'm just dazzled by my dazzling blue kale. Here's a good leaf just to strip off here and put back down into my little pot. And I'm gonna take a couple of these, even though they have holes, in for my soup today. They're just fine. As long as they don't have any eggs on the underside, you can eat a wholly leaf. They don't look like the supermarket kale, but you can still eat those leaves. But here is just the prettiest one, I think, in my garden. Look how spectacular that is. Just gorgeous. Here's more dazzling blue sky. Just an incredible day. If it weren't so cold, I'd stay out much longer. But thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope you have a dazzling day.